I'm sure we all remember back in February when the Trump team released this glossy mock-up AI video showing Gaza redeveloped as a Riviera of the Middle East. At the time, it was described as a mere concept. A concept that then evolved into a fully fledged 20-point plan spearheaded by the Trump administration, outlining what a post-war Gaza could look like. And this week, that concept reached the floor of the United Nations Security Council. The Council adopted a US-backed resolution supporting key elements of the Trump plan and authorising an international stabilisation force in Gaza. 13 members voted in favour. Russia and China abstained. And the part that's drawing the most scrutiny? The resolution contains no formal mechanism for Palestinians to shape Gaza's post-war governance.
At the heart of this model is racism.
There was, however, one line added during the negotiations that wasn't there in the original US drafts, a reference to Palestinian statehood. Diplomats say that the wording was introduced by the US after talks with several Arab and Muslim states, many of whom have already indicated interest in providing troops for the International Stabilisation Force in Gaza, a position drawing great scrutiny from critics.
Betrayal is another word that comes to mind.
Israel, of course, pushed back before the vote, trying to remove the reference to Palestinian statehood. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has since said he remains firmly opposed. And National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir has gone even further, adding that PA officials should be targeted if the UN recognises statehood. A statement the Palestinian Foreign Ministry has called systematic incitement. Hamas has also rejected the resolution. It says a stabilisation force inside Gaza would favour Israel and should operate only at the borders. Now, this international stabilisation force inside Gaza would operate like the Kenya-led mission in Haiti, UN authorised but not run by the UN Secretary General. Trump's Gaza plan suggests an international Board of Peace to oversee the force.
The Board of Peace, we call it, the Board of Peace, sort of a beautiful name, the Board of Peace.
Chaired by Trump, but run day to day by Tony Blair. Experts have said that this force must be seen as independent from Israel to gain legitimacy among Palestinians. But it's unclear whether that independence can be maintained in practice, given the history of those set out to lead the board and the involvement of countries with close ties to Israel. Public international law expert Ralph Wild explained the legal implications of the UN's decision.
As the trusteeship is not in conformity with the norm of self-determination, and this has peremptory status, purporting to authorise the trusteeship in doing that, the Council is acting beyond its lawful powers, ultra vires. As such, the authorisation is void.
Now, it's important to note that at this stage, no troop deployments have been guaranteed. Countries have indicated willingness, but the force is not yet operational. But with the Security Council backing this framework, one thing is certain. The ideas behind the Riviera video are no longer just theoretical. Gaza's future is now laid out with an internationally endorsed plan, one that still leaves Palestinians without a formal role in determining the outcome. What happens next depends on Israel's response, Hamas's reaction, and which country actually contributes troops. It's a process that could shape Gaza's post-war realities in years to come.